这是我女儿，因为我和我太太很爱亚洲，所以她出生的时候，我们给她取的名字叫 Asia， 中文叫小雅。父亲节的时候，我邀请她跟我谈谈她在家里做少年的日子。今天是父亲节，我邀请我的女儿，她23岁，来跟你们谈谈她的一些鼓励。所以现在讲英文一下。Thanks for coming on with us, Asia.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to ask you if you would share with our audience some advice, your experience that you might have had now that you're past teenage years, more of a young adult.
I'm mature.
You're mature now. What advice would you have for parents of teenagers who want to have a good relationship with their kids?
I would say you just have to love them. Just encourage them, even though it can be hard. You're going to fight regardless, but they'll get through it as long as they know they're loved. They'll grow out of it, especially once they move out and get responsibilities.
Yeah. What are some things that we did as parents that didn't help? What were hurtful?
I think confrontation, when I'd sit in the living room for hours and just argue back and forth, I don't think that was good. I think we should have, just went to bed and talked about it the next day. Give time to cool down. I feel like that's a big one. At least for me, that's how I reacted well, is when I get time to breathe and not just keep going at it, because that just makes it worse.
So stop trying to convince each other what each other wants.
Yeah, because in a teenage mindset, at least for me, I was right. I knew I wasn't right, but I didn't want to say I wasn't right.
So, yeah, you knew you weren't right, but you didn't want to say it. So things like, I told you so, or like forcing you to admit you're wrong, or trying to make you feel guilty because you were wrong.
You already know you're wrong, you just don't want to admit it. You don't want to confess.
So never rub it in as parents. Just let it go. End the argument and say, let's talk about this tomorrow. What about Lifeline? Lifeline 是个少年中心。我和我太太发觉，女儿14岁的时候，她在做的选择让她有生命危险。我们给她说话的时候，她不肯听，我们只好选择把她关在那里面。结果她被关在那里6个多月。Was that something that made you resentful, or was that something that helped you, or both, or what?
In the beginning, I was resentful, but then it made me have a relationship with you and Mom. I think it made you understand where I was at and wanted to be in life, and it made me realize that you actually loving me and trying to make sure I have the best life I can. I don't think I'd have the relationships with you if I didn't go. I mean, I'm sure I would have grown out of it eventually, but it would have took a lot longer, I think.
Well, that's my dear daughter, Asia.